are live from the Lowe's Motor Speedway for the running of the 1998 World 600. Joining me today in the broadcast booth is Charles, Bowen, and Connor. How are you guys doing tonight?
I am doing very nice. How about you, Connor?
I'm also doing pretty good. Ready to get some racing going on here.
Tonight we've got a good race in store for you all today, or tonight, I don't know where I'm going with that sentence. 40 laps of action here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway for a bit of a re-simulation of the 1998 World 600. In real life, Jeff Gordon won this race. We're going to see if he can do it again in the simulation. He will be starting in 6th outside row 3. This race, I think, can either go... I think it's going to go in one of two ways. Either it's going to be clean until the finish and we're going to have a pretty good race, or it's going to be an absolute wreckfest with 10 car pileups all over the place. I'm going to pass this question off to Connor. Which way do you think this race is going to go?
I think I might go a bit in between. I feel like there's going to be long stretches of clean racing, and then there's also going to be long stretches of I can't even get through one lap without a caution coming out.
All right, Charles, same question to you. How do you think this race is going to play out?
I'm going to agree with Connor. There's going to be some long green flag runs, but we're still going to have some cautions, some wrecks, decent size. I think maybe a few car wrecks.
Now, we have actually done a race at the Charlotte Motor Speedway on the channel before. Think back to the Season 3 All-Star race, but we've never done it at this version of Charlotte. This is the 2003 version of Charlotte that comes default with NR 2003. So, Connor, do you think we're going to see something similar to what we saw that night, where we had a lot of kind of single-groove racing? The top lane seemed to be the favored lane. Do you think we're going to see that again tonight, or do you think we're going to see the bottom lane come into effect?
Looking back on past history of when this was an older track, our Lowe's Motor Speedway, I think we might see a bit more double file racing, a bit more of using the bottom line, but I think there will be some takers going up high trying to get that runoff corner exit.
Another thing to point out, Jeff Gordon, who has been so dominant in this 1998 season, him and Mark Martin by the end of the season will have 20 victories combined. Don't ask how we can see the future. However, Jeff Gordon and Mark Martin, both with compromised starting positions, Jeff Gordon starting outside row 3, Mark Martin starting inside row 4, do you think that they're going to be able to go up there and challenge for the win, or do you think that mid-pack is going to take its toll on Gordon and Martin and they're going to fall to the back?
Well, you go ahead.
All right, we're just going to move on from that question. Before we get started in today's race, who do you think is going to win, and who do you think is going to be kind of the underdog pick to win today's race? We'll start with Charles.
I think John Andretti is going to be my underdog pick. He's starting inside row 2. He has a fast Richard Petty racing car, Pontiac, under the engine, or under the hood
under
for that
the
car.
Engine
I think
is a tiny Pontiac.
I think John Andretti will really strut his stuff tonight. I think he's going to be my underdog pick.
Connor, who do you have as your realistic and underdog pick for tonight's race?
I'm going to have to go with Bobby Labonte. He's starting on the outside of row 1. I think he's going to have a good run early going, and he's going to hold that track position throughout the race. But for an underdog, I'm going to go with the 88 of Dale Jarrett. I think he's going to have a fantastic run all night.
For me, my realistic pick is going to be Jeff Gordon. I think that starting in 6th isn't going to be too much of a problem for him. He's probably going to be able to drive up to the lead pretty quickly. But for an underdog pick, I'm going to go ahead and go with Ward Burton. He's shown quite a lot of speed in qualifying. He's starting inside row 3. I don't think he's going to have too much of a problem driving it up to the front, and I think we're going to see Ward Burton, or at least we might see Ward Burton, in victory lane at the end of tonight's race. Let's hand it trackside for the command to fire engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
And the command to fire engines has been given. 42 motors roar to life here at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. We are ready to go racing for 40 laps tonight. Jeremy Mayfield in the 12, I want to say that's Ford Taurus, on pole. Oh, and there's already contact. Apparently Bobby Labonte just does not like John Andretti and is trying to run him into the grass on... What is Labonte doing? Okay. So, Bobby Labonte's having some issues here. We're going to let him sort that out. He started off by running Andretti into the grass, and now he's on the apron. Cool. What are you doing?
I have no clue what he's doing.
Oh,
possible issues.
I think Bobby has some problems.
There goes my pick.
So,
They are single file back to Mark Martin in the 6th. So something's going on. I'm not sure if NASCAR is going to waive the start, but it'll be interesting to see.
Okay, outside lane's pulling up now. Terry Labonte is going to be outside row 2. I guess they're not going to give him that outside pull.
What's going on with Labonte?
All right, coming to the green flag. We got the
Is
12.
he going to take the restarter?
All right, Labonte coming into the pits. Jeremy Mayfield going to be on pole. Guess Labonte has a mechanical failure. Coming to the green flag, Jeremy Mayfield on pole alongside Terry Labonte. Coming to the green flag. Here we go. Green flag is out, and we are racing in the 1998 World 600. A good start by Labonte on the outside lane. He's going to have a push from Jeff Gordon as they go towards turn 1. Labonte
Side by side.
Labonte not able to get alongside. That's going to put John Andretti up the inside. Ward Burton coming as well as they come to lap 2.
By side for a second now with the 43 and the 5 going into turn 3. So that seems to be a bit of an advantage right now.
John Andretti coming up the inside with a bit of a push from my pick, Ward Burton. Down the front straightaway, Jeremy Mayfield going to lead lap 1, but here comes John Andretti.
John Andretti fighting for second. He's going to clear for second with heat from Ward Burton as Burton looks to the inside.
Oh no!
And Labonte comes right back up in front of the track. He's going to hold up the second half of the field, starting with Michael Waltrip. The rest of the field gets through, but Labonte off the pace and in the middle of the track holding some drivers up. That's going to single file out the lead, which is right now Jeremy Mayfield under pressure from John Andretti. Ward Burton coming as well. As the back half of the field gotten around Labonte yet, looks like they're starting to shuffle him out of the groove. Michael Waltrip able to lead the charge through there. Here comes Ken Schrader at the bottom. Labonte continuing to be off the pace and going to the back. We'll take you back up to the lead now. Ward Burton with some drafting help on the inside, gaining on the 12 of Jeremy Mayfield. Very odd situations here transpiring at Charlotte.
No shit.
Wonder what happened to that 18 car. Came down pit road, next lap he almost wrecked the entire field.
I mean, Labonte had the outside pole. I have to imagine it was some sort of a mechanical failure. 3 wide. Here comes Dale Jarrett all the way up the inside, and Andretti getting shuffled to the back on the outside.
Dale Jarrett clears him. Jeff Gordon's still there. Bill Elliott right behind him. Is Bill Elliott going to make the pass?
Bill Elliott, he has the opportunity to go down the inside. Doesn't look like he's going to take it. He's going to stay in line going to turn 3. Jeff Burton there as well. Speaking of Burton, Ward Burton has worked his way up to second, trying to hunt down Jeremy Mayfield for the lead. But here comes Terry Labonte.
Terry Labonte to the other.
Labonte to the bottom. He's going to take away second from Ward Burton. Mark Martin coming as well. Martin's going to send it even lower with help from Dale Jarrett. Now the Ford starting to line up on the inside.
Martin on the inside of Terry Labonte. He's going to clear with help from the 88. Martin now to P2. He's coming after Jeremy Mayfield now.
Here comes the 88, though. Dale Jarrett moves to the bottom. It seems to be that whenever someone is able to get a spot over someone else, they right away move to the top and just leave the door open for someone to come up on the bottom, which is happening again because Bill Elliott has found a way down the inside of Dale Jarrett, and all this battling for second is just letting Mayfield run away with the lead.
Yes, it is. That all this fighting in the back there is what Mayfield wants to see.
You can see Bobby Labonte there still in the race, not terribly off the pace, but certainly off the pace. Definitely not to where he was for qualifying. Meanwhile, up front, here comes Dale Jarrett going for the lead down the back.
Dale Jarrett right to the back bumper of Jeremy Mayfield. He's going to look to the inside in turn number 4 and onto the front straightaway. They're going to be side by side coming to the line. Mayfield led that lap, but it looks like Dale Jarrett is going to get the position through turns 1 and 2.
Lead change of the day, number 1. Dale Jarrett to the top of the board over the 12 of Jeremy Mayfield. Jeff Burton trying to file through as well. All of them taking a bit of a defensive line as they go towards turn 3. And guess what? Mayfield's coming back at the 88.
He took a look to the inside, nothing there, but that's going to let the 99 close in on the 12.
Jeff Burton now coming as well, going up the inside of Jeremy Mayfield. Everyone getting around the 12 car here. Once again, this side-by-side just letting Dale Jarrett get away. Now at Ted Musgrave in that 16, having a very good run tonight. Coming up on the back half of this front group, running in 11th.
Very good run for that 16 team, a backmarker team for most races. This looks like this could be a possible success story for Ted Musgrave tonight.
Battle behind Jeff Gordon, trying to send it up the inside of Bill Elliott. He's going to have that spot. The battling for second continues. Looks like it's Jeff Burton clearing away in that spot right now. Michael Waltrip coming up through the field as well. That 21 car is looking fast tonight. He's going to send it up the inside of Jeff Gordon.
24, Jeff Gordon's really fallen off the pace. He keeps losing position after position after position.
Jeff Gordon is going to the back pretty quickly. He's getting freight trained up the inside. Bill Elliott going to be the next one to have a turn. John Andretti clears up the inside as well. No such battle for the lead. Jeremy Mayfield back to second. Burton going to the back on the outside, but still Dale Jarrett in control of the race.
My underdog pick right here. Kind of showing off a little bit in the beginning. Hopefully he doesn't use up all of his stuff too soon.
Oh, and the caution.
And we have a caution.
I actually timed that flyby really well. Pontiac pace car is going to pull out of the pit lane. Caution is out. Not sure where the wreck was. There it is, the 97 of Chad Little.
Chad Little.
So is the 46 of Wally Dallenbach. Race back to the line now between the 88 and the 12.
Oh, watch out.
Mayfield gets to the bumper, but no further. Dale Jarrett wins the race back to the line, but the caution is out. Wally Dallenbach and Chad Little slow and off the pace. We're going to take a look at pit stops before we show you a replay pace car on the back straightaway. Leaders are going to catch it right now. And how about the Ford camp really having a dominating run tonight? Oh, and is that Dale Jarrett slow? I don't know if he was just checking up the caution more than he should have, but he is really slow. He's given up the lead. That's interesting. 14 laps into a run. I do believe that these drivers are going to bring it into the pit lane. Doesn't look like anybody is staying out. Jeremy Mayfield, your pole sitter, going to be the first to come in.
It'll be interesting to see what the strategies are for these teams. Who's going to take 4 tires, who's not.
I can't imagine that anyone would think to take 2. But at the same time, you never know what these teams are planning. As we know, cautions breed cautions, so could there be a situation where these drivers do take 2, then they get a caution a few laps later to make up for it?
I think that number 1 pit stall is definitely going to be a big advantage leaving pit road here.
Left side's going up for Jeremy Mayfield. That is going to be a 4-tire stop. Anybody else coming in? Dale Jarrett is going to win the race off of pit road, followed by Mark Martin. And how about that? Michael Waltrip up to 3rd in the pit lane. Very good stop for Waltrip. Maybe he took 2 tires. But either way,
and
Waltrip up to 3rd.
Jeremy Mayfield just beat the 16 out of pit road.
Let's take a look at how Michael Waltrip was able to beat the leaders out of the pit lane. And there's our confirmation. He did take 4 tires.
Oh, there is some contact on pit road.
Oh, Dale Earnhardt. What was that? Oh my goodness. Did you see that? Dale Earnhardt just turned dead left on Chad Little. Oh my goodness.
Maybe a miscommunication.
Yeah, Earnhardt slows down and slammed right into the side of Chad Little.
A little bit of debris on the pit lane right now.
A little bit of debris. Ha ha ha. Get it? Like Chad Little. Okay, we're going to go back now.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a look at what brought out the caution. It was definitely Chad Little and Wally Dallenbach. Yep, there they go.
And there's your answer.
Oh my.
So Chad Little, he's high. Dallenbach goes low. They're going to be side by side going into turn 3 and 4. Dallenbach just gets a little loose and into Chad Little. They walk it up the track and into the wall. Chad Little and Dallenbach probably out of contention.
That is bizarre. What on earth happened to Wally Dallenbach? It looks like he just went it looks honestly like he just understeered all over the place going into turn number 3. So we'll take another.
That's what I'm gonna say happened.
Yep, Dallenbach on the inside. Going into turn 3.
Just watch. Going into turn 3.
Yep.
Big understeer.
That car just does not turn. Looks like maybe Steve Grissom got a bit of that as well on the inside in the 41 car. That is so weird. I have never seen that happen before.
Have you ever?
No,
I
I've
never.
never.
Yeah, Dallenbach just goes straight into the 97 and up into the wall they go. That is bizarre. Let's go on board with Dallenbach. See if we can get any hints from his in-car inputs.
Turn.
I don't know, maybe he wasn't turning enough. Maybe he underestimated the amount of steering angle he would need to actually make the corner. Either way, that is strange.
That is bizarre. That is bizarre is what that is.
Well, we are going to go back live in just a moment here so we can bring you the restart. Still not quite sure what happened to Dallenbach. Let's go back live. Lights are out on the pace car, so we will be restarting this time by Chad Little and Billy Dallenbach both laps down, so they will be restarting on the inside. Well, actually, that's false. I do believe that Chad Little and Dallenbach are multiple laps down, so... Wait, I don't know why they're not going to the inside. Well, this just got weirder.
I think maybe they might be on the tail end of the lead lap.
Every driver is... Oh, that's fastest lap, that's why.
No, the only driver one lap down is the 18. I think I was right. Chad Little and Dallenbach tail end of the lead lap.
So I guess they will be restarting in front of your race leader, Mark Martin. Oh, it looks like Michael Waltrip maybe had to pit again because he should be a race leader. He won the race off pit road, but he has been shuffled. He has been shuffled back to fourth. So now, not sure what happened there.
I believe it was the 6th who won the race off pit road.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I thought it was Waltrip, but maybe I saw it wrong. Mark Martin going to lead the field back to green. Well, actually, it's going to be Chad Little, but Mark Martin is your race leader. Through the tri-oval they come. Green flag is back in the air. This is going to be crazy.
Yes, it is. Is Mark Martin already going to work? He's going to go to the inside of Wally Dallenbach and Chad Little. It's going to be side by side. He clears those two. Now he's going after the 18 of Bobby Labonte. He's going to duck to the inside, down the back straightaway, and I think he's pretty much going to clear him out of turn number 4.
No troubles for the race leader, but for the first time today, Mark Martin is going to lead a lap at Charlotte, but don't count out Dale Jarrett because he is all over the back bumper of the 6 as they go into turn 1. They nearly went 3 wide, and guess who's back in the party? Michael Waltrip in the 21.
Michael Waltrip is pushing the 12 of Jeremy Mayfield, who led early in this event. But Michael Waltrip, he lost a bit of momentum. He's going to fall off the tail end of the 12 car a little bit.
Almost 3 wide. Ward Burton was nearly in the middle of that. They were able to avoid it. Bill Elliott on the inside, going to gain quite a bit of ground there. Michael Waltrip still looking after the race leaders as here goes Jeremy Mayfield to the inside.
On the bottom, 6 on top, side by side, coming off of 2. 12 cars going to get the advantage.
Down the back straightaway, it is going to be Jeremy Mayfield getting away with the lead, but don't count out Waltrip. He's going to be on the inside. He's going to take it to the bottom.
He looks to the inside. Is it enough?
I think he's going to have the advantage going into turn 1. Michael Waltrip on the inside. Oh, but is the caution out? I do believe the caution is out. The field slowing through turns 1 and 2.
Oh, man.
Mikey! Oh.
This is going to be a race to the yellow. Well, Michael Waltrip, he does.
The caution came out before they got to the line.
Oh,
oh my goodness, Brett Bodine.
There is a lot of cars on pit road as well.
Brett Bodine having a... That's got to be an engine failure. But it actually does look like Michael Waltrip won the race back to the line. He is going to lead the field into the pit lane. We'll take a look at what happened to bring out the caution after the pit stop's complete. Very interesting that the field decides to come in so soon after the last
Daryl's on pit road, the 91, the 7, the 10, they're all on pit road. The 44 is on pit road. They were all involved in this caution.
But how about Michael Waltrip? An incredible drive to apparently take the race lead. I mean, I don't think any of us considered Michael Waltrip to be a race contender. Well, here he is contending for the race win. Looks like it is going to be a 4-tire stop for Michael Waltrip. But that does not appear to be the popular opinion. Actually, no, I think Jared also may have gotten 4. think a couple of drivers may have gone for 2. Derek Cope has apparently gone for 2 tires. Steve Park has as well. Bobby Lamonti is a lap down. We'll take a look at this, see if Steve Park just had an inhumanly fast 4-tire stop, or if he did just go with 2 tires. I have a feeling it was the latter. Gas and go for Steve Park. So
a little bit of a light for Queen there.
Steve Park and Derek Cope both just took fuel. So we'll see if they're able to keep pace. Let's take a look at what brought out the caution. Kyle Petty was...
It was a big wreck, I know that much.
Alright, so they're going in towards turn 1.
I think it happens ahead.
Oh!
Oh no! It was a 2 incident! It was 2 incidents! Ricky Rudd up and over and over and over.
And Ricky Rudd got into the catch fence. Hard crash turns 1 and 2 to bring out the caution. How did this happen?
The Kyle Petty incident was after that. It was a separate incident, but let's look at this. You see they're 3 wide right behind. The 91 just sends it up the inside into the 7, into the 10, and the 11. The 10 rides the catch fence, almost goes through the catch fence there, smacks the caution light. The 11 smacks the caution light. And then the 10 rides the wall, number 38, Busch Series Bristol style. And then he flips once, twice.
At least 3 times.
Do I see number 3?
That's
4, 5.
5
flips. And what do you know that 91 car? Kevin LePage.
Kevin LePage.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like maybe Brett Bodine was coming down on Jeff Bodine, and LePage... I don't know, LePage just...
No, LePage just send it.
I mean, LePage just... I don't think he went low enough in the corner, and he just drove it up into the 7 of Jeff Bodine. Brett Bodine nowhere to go, and a hard crash for Ricky Rudd. Oh, this is going to look terrible from the fly-by angle, isn't it?
There was another incident with Kyle Petty. It looks like just reactionary.
Yeah, you can see them going into turn... you can see them going into turn 1 and 2, and there it is.
Ooh. Almost clears the catch fence.
Yep, just tumbling down the banking. Hard crash for Ricky Rudd. Let's go on board with the 10 car, and then we'll take you back live for the restart. This has got to be a really hard hit for Rudd. He doesn't even see it coming. That's got to hurt.
Yes, it does. And that was at full song, too. The fastest these cars go is into turn 1, so these cars are at their full song.
Full speed into turn 1, and Ricky Rudd goes nose first into the catch fence. Austin Dillon 2015 style, which at this point won't happen for another... what, like... 17 years?
Austin Dillon wins!
Hey, speaking of Austin Dillon... Where is he? There's Austin Dillon. Say hi to Austin Dillon.
Boo!
What a legend.
Alright, so coming back to the restart, I do believe Steve Park will be your race leader, followed by Dale Jarrett and Derek Cope.
And we have a slow Kevin LePage at the front of this line, by the way.
Kevin LePage will be leading the field back to green, but Steve Park will be your leader when we come back to green. However, he does not have fresh tires, so I don't think he will be able to compete. Lap 24 of 40, already getting down to the end of this thing, and it is getting exciting. Coming back to the green flag, Kevin LePage will lead us down, but it's Steve Park in control of the race.
Steve Park ducks to the inside, the 88 to the outside.
Oh my goodness, 3 wide as they go towards turn 1, and LePage...
Oh, it's LePage! She's holding up
and
the
they're
back
crashing
of
into the outside wall. Bobby Lamonti involved.
Bill Elliott! Bill Elliott involved, one of your leaders!
Hard crash, turn 4. Bill Elliott, one of the drivers involved. Caution is out once again. And Kevin LePage, and where have we seen this before? Kevin LePage going slowly in heavy traffic brings out the caution.
And for the second time this week, an 18 car wrecks an Elliott.
Oh no. Oh, are they wrecking again? Well, looked like they were wrecking again under caution. All right, so they did not wreck again under caution. Race back to the line. Looks like it was either, looks like it was won by Steve Park, but Michael Waltrip able to get into second.
Where did Mike even come from?
I mean, a lot of those drivers got really good restarts. Coming into the pit lane, Steve Park will lead us back down, and actually, that strategy for Steve Park to just take fuel on the last stop, now it's looking extremely smart, because at this point, he's your race leader. He's got a chance to get fresh tires. Steve Park, looking like an underdog pick.
I know one thing. I definitely hope they park the 91. That was just reckless driving, in my opinion.
I'm sorry, you hope they park the 91?
I hope they parked the 91. That was reckless. He should have pulled at least out of the way somewhere.
Well, I spoke too soon. A lot of these drivers just going with 2 tires is going to put Steve Park towards the back of the pack. Looks like winner of the race off of pit road is Wally
Dallenbach.
But he is going to be laps down and with damage, so Michael Waltrip will be your leader coming back to the green. I told you guys, Michael Waltrip is actually suddenly a serious threat to win this race. Let's take a look at what brought out the caution. So it's pretty obvious here. Kevin LePage is just way off the pace and stacking everybody up. Going into turn 1. And looks like Ricky Craven maybe hooked Bill Elliott into Bobby Labonte. We got to get a better look at that. Take a look at it from the helicopter cam. That'll definitely give us a good view.
Alright, 3 wide. There you see Bobby Labonte in the middle. Mark Martin just goes right past.
And
the 50 up into the 88 just enough. The 88 gets into Bill Elliott.
I think the
Elliott into the 88.
I think the 94 is a bit of fault there. If you look at the replay, he was very low on the track for the situation he was in. Wide, making it look like 2 wide.
I'm actually gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say that was on Ricky Craven. Well.
Yeah.
No, I think Bill Elliott, honestly, because you can see.
Yeah.
Craven, I mean, right there, Craven is very clearly alongside. Bill Elliott is not leaving enough room to be 3 wide at the top. Craven there at the bottom gets into Dale Jarrett. I mean, he's being squeezed. He doesn't really have anywhere to go. Jarrett gets into the 94, hooks Bobby Labonte, into the wall they go.
So you're telling me Kevin LePage was the innocent victim?
Kevin LePage is an innocent victim in this wreck. Incredible. Guess they can't.
Still though, he should really be.
Hey, I guess they can't. I guess they can't. 1 second. 1 second. I guess they can't park him.
Can't park him.
Anyways, we'll watch the race back to the line now because it looked to be pretty close. It was Steve Park winning the... Oh. Actually, no. Nah, he got him. He got him. Just, it was very close at the line. But, I mean, you're right. Where did Michael Waltrip even come from? He just flew to the front of the field. Like, on that restart, he was nowhere near the front. I mean, was he? Maybe we just didn't notice him? I don't know. He came out of nowhere. Yeah, he was 4th in line. Let's take a look at Michael Waltrip's restart on board with the 21. I mean, he's just able to find a gap. He was on the inside for 1, so that gave him an advantage. And then he was just able to get around Derek Hope, I think, by way of having fresher tires. Honestly, had he gotten a better restart, he probably could have won the race back to the line. Down the back straightaway, he has the gap going down the inside. Probably didn't really have enough time to take it 3 wide. A little bit of contact between Steve Park and Chad Little. Waltrip tried, he certainly tried. Just was not able to get it at the line. Very close. That's the gap at the line.
Incredible.
So the caution is out at, for, I want to say, the 3rd time at the Lowe's Motor Speedway. We will take you back live for the restart. Michael Waltrip going to be your race leader. The red flag lap is going to be lap 35 or 36 if a caution is to come out at that point. The race is over, so hopefully we can finish this thing under green. LePage going to be on the inside and out of the way. I don't know if there's a way for me to park him, but I might have to park Kevin LePage if he gets in the way of anyone else. Well, let's try and finish this under green. Michael Waltrip going to be your race leader. Pace car is going to make the dive onto pit road. All right, coming up to 10 to go. Who y'all got?
Michael Waltrip.
Mikey!
I gotta say,
You got it, Mikey!
I'm gonna stick with Waltrip here.
So it's unanimous.
It's unanimous. Michael Waltrip is going to win this race. Coming out of
look,
turn number 4
alright.
and back to the green flag.
He'll
Michael
win.
Waltrip is going to lead the field back to green. He's got lap cars in front of him, but he's got a gap down the inside. If he chooses to take it, he doesn't. Jeff Burton coming up the inside.
Jeff Burton with help from the 12 Jeremy Mayfield, who has been one of the fastest cars here tonight. He's going to push the 99 down the back straightaway. They're going to try and get clear of the 97 of Chad Little. And into the clean air, they do it.
Odd. Michael Waltrip mistimed that restart completely. He had a gap down the inside. He didn't take it. And now it's let Jeff Burton get to the lead. But take a look at
speed.
But take a look at this. Here comes Jeremy Mayfield, and you are right. Lake Speed up into third with the coolest name.
And
in
the
NASCAR.
16. The 16 having an amazing run.
And
He's going to go
Ted
for
Musgrave.
third.
You're right, I didn't notice that until now, but Ted Musgrave in that number 16 coming up the inside as well. It's a battle between Fords for the win, but it's all Jeff Burton out front. Can Jeremy Mayfield challenge?
Jeremy Mayfield staying right behind the number 99.
Oh, he slipped
has
up.
just a bit of gap.
Oh, Burton slipped up. Mayfield's going to have the chance to pounce down the back straightaway. He's just got to move over to the inside. Can't do it as they go into 3.
Martin has cleared Musgrave. He is now coming for those 2 leaders out front here. The 99 still leads.
He's going to have a shot at it. Mayfield just has to go down the inside. Mark Martin there up into the top 5. He's up into third. Can he go for the win? There's a chance. Mayfield just has to take it. Here they go down the back. Mark Martin now to the inside. Can he take away second?
It looks like he is. Mayfield shuffled out of the bottom by Mark Martin. Mark Martin is going to take second.
But here comes Ted Musgrave. Ted Musgrave from 5th on the track, coming up to 3rd, now going for 2nd. Jeff Burton running away with the win.
Ken
Schrader's here
Schrader
as well.
helping the 16.
Schrader in the 33 coming as well. Down the back straightaway, Ted Musgrave going for 2nd. Can he go for the win? It's all Jeff Burton at the front right now. Ward Burton coming as well. Oh, Kevin LePage slow! Oh no! Oh, and into the wall they go! In trouble! Kenny went around. Caution!
The 20th
crash.
the Lake Speed's in the wall! They're wrecking!
Oh, huge crash! Kenny
my
Irwin
God.
sideways. Caution is out. Oh, we gotta watch the race to the line. We gotta watch the race to the line.
Race
Jeff Burton leading. Here they come. This could be the
Burton is
race.
gonna end the race!
Jeff Burton is gonna take it at the line. Mark Martin 2nd. But will it end the race? Will they have a chance to get back going? Oh, I don't know. It came right at the end of the window they had. Caution is out. Oh, and
Burton could be the winner.
Speed.
heartbreak for Lake Speed. He had such a great run going. And it ends in the outside wall. I mean, is this going to end it? Is this going to end the race? We'll see if anyone comes in for pit stops.
If not, come on, like they gotta park the 91.
No one's going to bring it in.
No
I think
pit
this could be the
stops.
end. Lake Speed into the pits. Blown engine. He is out of contention. Oh, that was a hard crash. I think the race is over. We'll see if they decide to go back going here, but we're on lap 37 to 40. I think Jeff Burton's got it. So we'll take a look at a replay to see what brought out the caution. And we know who it started with. It started with Kevin LePage.
Oh, man.
And LePage has ruined such a great race for the win. But you gotta hand it to Jeff Burton. He earned it. Man, I wish they had a minimum speed rule. Look at how slow he is going compared to the rest of the field. I mean, they caught him in...
158 miles per hour down the back. Look at that.
I mean, there's just such a...
Such a speed difference.
All right.
He's going 157. The leaders are going much, much faster.
Big scramble down the front, and it all started... Yep, there it is. Ward Burton into the wall and spins out the 91, and there goes the field.
Okay, but I want to take a closer look at that replay, because the 91, he's there. At this point, he has nowhere really to go. And then you see the 22 of Ward Burton. He looks to the outside. That's pretty much the only thing he can really do.
Yep.
He just ekes by, and then the 91 just keeps straight into the 22, puts him in the wall,
Burton says
and
no way,
himself in the wall.
Yeah, and then LePage came down and collects the 21 of Wall Trip. Lake Speed got front end damage. Kenny Irwin spun around as well, and this is where the rest of the wreck happened.
The 90, Kevin LePage needs to have a penalty of some sort. That's just incredibly
Irwin locks it down, nowhere to go,
stupid.
gets into the 50 of Ricky Craven. Irwin at this point is right in the middle of the track, and there goes the rest of the field. Chad Little. Yeah, and then they just slowly start to form a roadblock because everyone's going so fast. No one has anywhere to go. That's the 73 of Mike Wallace as well. More drivers involved. Terry Labonte hard into the back of Lake Speed. Yeah, just as the wreck continues, drivers have nowhere to go. Caution is out. We'll go back live, see if they're able to get back going. I don't think they will.
Trace could easily be given to the 99 right now, the way it's looking.
Lap 38.
I mean, if the pace car takes one to go next time by, we can have a one-lap shootout to the finish, but will that happen?
We'll just have to wait and see at this point.
I really hope it does. We've had such a great race. I would hate for it to end under yellow. This is the deciding factor. Will the lights go out on the pace car? I mean, you got to imagine that Mark Martin is waiting at this point. He wants to see those lights go out.
And also, the 16.
Yeah,
He's had an incredible run. He wants to get up there, dice it up with Martin and Burton, and get this win.
All right, it's all down to this. If the lights go out, the race will not end.
Come on.
Come on, lights. Go out, lights.
Show me no lights.
Lights are out. We are going to have a
We're
one-lap
going
race
to have a
finish.
one-lap shootout to the end of this race.
Oh, boy. Lap
Ladies
39.
and gentlemen watching at home, buckle your seatbelts, get your popcorn ready, because this is going to be an incredible finish.
Could I do the command to green?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, we're going to have a one-lap shootout to decide it. Jeff Burton, Mark Martin, Ted Musgrave, and Jeremy Mayfield. Pace car is going to pull off into the pit lane. I mean, at this point, if a caution comes out, it's all about the race back to the line. Jimmy Spencer in that 23, waiting in 5th. Derek Cope in 6th. Steve Park up into the top 10 as well. I mean, that's why no one pitted. It's one lap to the end.
And also, no matter what happens, this is going to be a very good points day for Mark Martin, who has been competing with Jeff Gordon for the championship this year, as Jeff Gordon just did not have a good race at all today.
Yep, Jeff Gordon towards the back of the field. There he is. All right.
Alrighty.
One
Alright,
lap
pace car
to decide the
pull off
winner.
this time by.
I mean, if the pace car doesn't pull off and we actually do win the race under caution, I'm going to be very disappointed. Pace car, yep, there he goes to the inside. All right, take it, Connor.
Alright, pace car going off this time by, coming out of turn 4. With the 99 leading, boogity, 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 we're back green.
Let's go restarting, boys. Mark Martin on the
Racing.
bumper, trying to get to the lead. Here he goes in a 1.
Martin to the inside, Ted Musgrave to the inside. Who's going to get the lead off of turn number 2? It's going to be Mark Martin, Ted Musgrave following right behind.
Martin to the lead. Here comes Ted Musgrave. Can anyone fight Mark Martin for the win? Going into 3. Musgrave on the inside. Burton's going to have
90
one more
blocks.
chance at it. I
The
don't think it's
99
gonna be
blocks,
enough.
this is for the win. Mark Martin's got it.
Mark Martin is going to win at Charlotte. Coming back to the checkered flag, Mark Martin has done it.
Mark Martin with the win at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Mark Martin
Oh,
wins the race.
man.
Caution is out. The field, or not the caution, checkered flag is out. Field is backing it down the back straightaway. And if you're Jeff Burton, you got to be kicking yourself right now. He had that race won. He just had to hold the bottom. He messed it up. And what is Ted Musgrave doing? Ted Musgrave wants to win this race. He's like, okay, if I stay out, does that mean I win?
Down? Is he allowed down or no?
Nah, Ted Musgrave is scored in 3rd, so I don't know what he's doing. But, hey, I think Ted Musgrave thinks that if he laps it one more time, he can be credited with the win. So the race is official. Mark Martin has won the 1998, or are running of the 1998 World 600. We got to get a look at a replay of that finish. Man, Jeff Burton had it. He was so close and just could not get it at the end. I mean, if you're Jeff Burton,
and everything.
I mean, what do you even have to do differently at that point? He got the start just fine.
It looked like he was kind of just left out to dry once Mark Martin pulled out of line.
I mean, here we'll compete. We can compare their speeds at the line. You can see Jeff Burton going 111, Mark Martin going 111 as well. But it just blips up to 112. Just I got it. That quarter of a mile an hour faster. That's what did it for Martin.
I think he thought he was going to be able to get that run off the outside lane. Didn't really work out.
I mean, Burton just I think he gave Martin too much space, honestly. Ted Musgrave, though, we got to hand it to Ted Musgrave. I mean, that car, he got lucky off a wreck, I think, and he was able to hold his own up inside the top 5.
Let's take a look at this finish for 4th, though.
Side by side for 4th, Jimmy Spencer? I think Spencer got him.
I think Spencer got him.
No, he did not.
I think.
Wait, did he? Yeah, he did.
Wow, all right, Mr. Excitement.
Mr. Excitement living up to his name. Here is the slow motion as they come to the line. Yeah, Jimmy Spencer, maybe a little bit of a push from Dale Jarrett, able to get it at the line. Good job, Jimmy. Right at the line.
Bo gets it done right at the line.
It was not so much close for 4th, but look at that finish for 5th place.
Ooh, man.
I mean, where do they even score it here at Charlotte? End of the line or start of the line? I think either way, Mayfield got it.
Yes, he did.
But it was... Oh, my goodness. And even for 6th as well.
Who got 6? Was it Derek?
Oh, I can't even...
close.
Ooh, that is... It looks like maybe Ken Schrader?
Oh, never mind. So this race, this is for 7th. Schrader is credited.
Schrader's credited with 7th.
Jeff Gordon also, I think, tried to make a charge at Steve Park there. Wasn't really able to make it up the inside. Doesn't look like there were any more good finishes for position. Michael Waltrip, you got to feel for him as well. He really did have a chance of the win. He just got caught out on one of those late race restarts. But in the end, it doesn't matter how close you got. It matters if you were able to get it done. Mark Martin was able to get it done. He is your winner of the running of the 1998 World 600. Jeff Burton, you gotta feel for him. I mean, he was so close. Just wasn't able to get it. Let's see if we can get a shot at the inside of Jeff Burton's car. Yep, there we go. Behind the windshield is pain and agony.
These pixelated fans paid for a great race.
This is a great race.
I mean, the fans really turned out today. I mean, that is a grandstand full. That's got to be what, like 200 plus fans packed into a very tight space. Oh no. All right, I think we got to go into hiding for a little bit because we might have violated several local health laws. We will see you all the next time I upload a video. Actually, that's a lie. I know for a fact that I will see you all this Saturday for the 2020 Street Stock Revival. That will be live on this channel. 23 or so, the entry list still isn't cut off yet. 23 or so drivers will go racing in street stocks at Michigan for the grand prize of $30 worth of iRacing credit. That'll be live on this channel at 5 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Central, and 8 o'clock Eastern. If you live outside the U.S. or in some weird time zone that I don't know about, you can convert that to your local time. So, before we sign off on the broadcast, anybody got any closing thoughts?
I actually have one real quick.
All right, go ahead.
At the infield, why are the haulers just like a big box?
We don't talk about that.
I got some thoughts.
What is behind the haulers?